welcome to another edition of One Way, where we go one way to the west with parrots on looking. 524, 503. Here's how things go as we start. This is done on a phone. You'll hear scratching, microphone popping as I try to use the phone while playing this game, but trying to keep things audible to some degree, hopefully more than just some. Also means I have less control trying to hold it in a way that works. So every now and then you're going to hear the sound get muffled, both the game and the microphone, because it's just impossible to not cover things every now and then. So, that being said, we just crossed into the next group of mathematical errors. So, as we hit a sharp angle like this, even at 30 frames per second, you can see that it's jittery. Yeah, I found that, I know I said in the last video, I found it, even though I have this set to record at 30 frames per second, I don't know if it's by the, by the individual cores or whatever, but I wind up with a video that's typically 90 to 100 frames per second, and the editor that doesn't want to work with it will work with those, because I've lowered it to so-called 30. However, the processing that I have to go through to make it all centered on screen and what have not, it takes such a ridiculously long time to process that I'm sticking with 30. Also, I've also, kind of redundant there, also noticed though that since some people actually do get some kind of motion sickness watching people play the game where the precision of your location gets noticeable, that, like I said, it causes people to get sick. So I've noticed on other people's videos that if they're at 30 frames per second anyway, it tends to deaden the effects, so people don't get as sick as much. I know there's probably a better way up, but of course, it always fails when I'm trying. So, again, this company's involved in some big project in Florida, so the people that have normally opening the building are not here. Therefore, I gotta sit in the parking lot and wait for someone who doesn't have the same value as the rest of us. But, in all fairness, as we find another portal here, in all fairness, the building has always been advertised to open at 4 in the morning. And nothing. But we have diamond pickaxe. And a slow process, which is the only part about this I hate. Eventually we'll get this stuff. And we can move. I'm pushing a button. Probably should try reacting to it. I know, slow and boring, but it helps us get there faster. And hopefully get a nice stretch of land where we can make some significant moves. and go. Nice jump. That almost worked. Although even at full frame rate, it's almost, and I do mean almost, can't see the jittery. And like I said, it's been proven that 30 frames per second tends to help hide it a little bit, except at sharper angles, which helps some people avoid motion sickness, which is strange, but hey, I can understand how that works. Okay, any place safe. If we go at a sharp angle like this, you can kind of see it happening. Oh, Woodland Mansion. Too bad this ain't the type of game where that really matters. I mean, it would be nice to get some of the goodies that might be in there, but yeah, the point of this is to try to get as far. Wow, that wasn't good. As far as we can, and not fall into pits and get hurt, which didn't happen that way. Alright. We can move the player, because that's kind of important. Yeah, if this were a survival game, then I would say, let's look at the mansion. But I've mentioned in the very beginning that our objective here is to try to get as far as we can, and only look at stuff that could help us. The pyramids help. Villages, they can help. And a coworker who thinks everybody wants to hear their music. But fortunately, all here is bass notes, and it's likely stuff that the copyright gods are not going to flag anyway. Now the question here is, do we have any useful land that we can plop a bed? Which we don't have in hand right now. Yes we do, right here. Leave the boat. Just for now. Then we're getting a little low in beds, so you can go here, I can go there, I can go there. Suddenly that's 6 deep. Anyway, place. What we're gonna do here, and I'm at an angle like that so I can get rid of that, and that. Put the next bed in hand. Wait for that to touch the horizon, which will allow us to sleep. There we go. Sleep. Right, just a hair too soon. There we go. Board the boat. Boat the boat. So hard to get it to point straight. In a regular game with regular controls, it's a lot easier to get it pointing roughly where you want. Shipwreck, again, that's another thing that we've passed several of those, and it's not going to help us in our goal of getting to where we're going as fast as possible. So painful to go past that mansion, but like I said, that takes forever. The idea is to get stuff we need to make the mission happen, to get to the end. The Firelands, if that's possible. And as I say, if the Strike Lands, which is a Firelands variant, exists in the new update that allows, that supposedly removes the Firelands, if the Strike Lands are a thing, and we get to a point that we can't really continue, then I'll give it a shot. And I hit the steering wheel when I did that. That might be the clunk that you might have heard. Or the bump. I don't know how that would have came out. The only good thing about the ocean, as I've said so many times, it's one of the fastest ways to get to where we're going. And the funny thing is, if the Minecraft Wikipedia is correct, with the 524.288 mathematical error up to the 1048 kilometer point, that the further along we go in this stretch, that the game starts to become more problematic. So we don't even have to go to the next iteration of math errors before the game is supposedly going to start throwing fits of some kind. And they say things have hit the steering wheel again. Phones or anything of weaker processing power will even crash and burn. Well, not physically burn, but you get the point. So even before we get to a little over 1,024 kilometers, it will apparently start giving us problems. Doesn't mean it will, it just means that the weaker the CPU, the more of a chance there will be one. And we are landlocked. But I see an opening this way. close enough. And we could have moved when I asked for movement. There it is. Yeah, it's kind of a tight fit here. I keep banging the steering wheel. Well, it looked like there was a big pit there. Alright, I'd like to make a little more, although we're not terribly far off axis at this point, so of course it has to go wrong. Okay, let's see if there's any place where we can move along. Of course I hit the ice. I pretty much knew it would happen. Okay, we can keep going. In these sharp angles, you can see it better. Another ruined portal. Why, yes it is. Alrighty, perfect. 5 drumsticks. Alright, we got partially built one here. More pieces here. We can break this one here. Break one of these. This is here. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this. Okay. Let's make life difficult. We can move the player. I'm going to take things we don't want, like this and this, and put it away. I got 13 pieces, which is good. Also, since we're here, let's put a couple of beds in. And what do we do for food? Well, we haven't been using them, so let's just do that. Oh, we're still on the golden boots. We need a village. Oh, while we're here, we're pressing buttons. Of course, that's what happens. It just can't simply go. Can't just simply walk off the edge. It just has to plummet like that. climb. And alrighty, another heat advisory, so definitely not heading outside. I have to consider being with other people, and I don't want to be a disgusting mess. So let's see where this portal takes us. Hopefully good. Hopefully not over a lava lake, which it appears is not the case. I'd like to see where I'm at, though. You can run. That helps. You can run. That can help. This way go anywhere? No, it doesn't. Alright, so what I want is this over here for now. Did I make a shovel? No, I didn't. Ooh. How come duck doesn't work when I want it to? Yeah, we can move. And what are we whacking at? Okay. The touch circle is way too big. So close to something, I don't know what though. Then again, those gas make noises even when you're not even close to them. Like a duck doesn't work. A couple of times I can use it, it would be great. I hear skeletons. Yeah, we can break. We can also move the player. Okay, that's just experience. We got no use for it, though. Are we once again no man's land? Yeah, we can go backwards because we're not going to be able to advance any further. But okay, we can move. That would be nice. Now we want this stuff. Let's see where we end up. It should help. I think we can grab the corner pieces if we remember to do that successfully. You know what? Never mind. That's time being lost. Okay, what we could use now is a village, because we've given up quite a few beds recently. So like I said, it's another heat advisory, and if I were at home, I wouldn't care about exercising in the heat, but when I have to be with other people, whoa, I am way off target here. We're in the 400s. The idea of trying to keep it close to 0 is to minimize the file size and to, of course, be getting there the fastest if we manage to get things as straight as possible. So of course everything's going to completely not work. And of course holding this in a way that I've mentioned before, that you can hear things without too much obliteration of the audio, is a bit difficult. So the control kind of meh. And we can run. Didn't do what I wanted, but it did good enough. Then that happened. this way. Get around this. Okay, stop ping-ponging and start running straight. There we go. Next spot saved. We only have the one bed left. Not good. So get rid of this, get rid of that. Not needing this, not needing that, not needing that, not needing that, not needing that. And we'll just put this here for now. And X. And go. And run. Favorable village country here. Why don't we get one? We might have to start slaughtering sheep. Like those. Sometimes it's so hard to tell which way to go until you get there. Alright, okay, now we are within reasonable range of being on point in the north-south direction. We need to get over here because we've lost a lot of momentum. And we can run. That didn't change. There we go. Makes a difference. And of course I always get on the downswing. Okay, another sheep or a village would be nice. Because we only have one bed, and of course we gave a couple of them up so that we could ensure safety in case the nether trip went horribly wrong. Alright, there's a third white sheep. We're going after white ones because those are by far the most numerous. And I think I saw a village. So I saw something that didn't look normal. Nope, it wasn't a village. Was not a village. It's still not bad. And I pretty much duffed that. There's a village. We needed one of those. Wow, look at that jitter. Like I said, I gotta make it a 30 FPS video because of the special things I do to make this video work. It will crawl in the editor really bad. Like 8 hours to make a video? I don't think so. I'm not gonna be waiting on. Okay, we can move the player now. That's even better. Okay, we can exit the door. Exit the door. Not hard. Any more bread in here? Yes, we have. We have an anvil. Maybe we can... Yeah, we can move. Even better. Alright, I'm not going to go too far out of my way to look for beds. Stealing a bunch of them, though. Okay, you can go down there. You can go down there. And we can move out of the way. Yeah, I like to move. There we go. Alright, same thing. Alright, not exactly the best, but alright. So I gotta keep an eye on the clock. As I've always said, for these lunch periods, they are timed. And if we go over, we lose that time, and therefore we lose money on the paycheck. Alright, I didn't see a village. And run. And there's no quick and easy roundabout. We're going to have to hit this mountain one way or another. And break it. Let's see. Of course it didn't run. Well, you know what? It probably was better that it didn't. Because found the easier way out. Hard to imagine. The easier way out didn't involve the hardest way to get there. Oh yeah, I could definitely... like I said, in 30 frames, I don't know if you can see the jitter when I'm slowly trying to move there. And it'd be funny to see what kind of mess this game gets into even before the next mathematical error, because as I've mentioned, it supposedly acts up before we even get to that. And we can go. Oh, I see a village. And dead. We are so dead. That sucked. I don't have anything now. We have some sheep, so we can get a bed. It would be smart. Let's move the bed a little further out. Just a little. Yeah, I pretty much ruined the whole game right there. And I placed something. Okay, let's... Of course, as soon as I move, they disappear. So now we gotta go slow, because I don't have anything to work with. The sheep all disappeared. How agonizing. Yet another needless death. Why are we not swimming? Like to be swimming. And we can move. I know there was a point that we saw a village, so maybe a stupid thing that we went right by it, but hoping that we see a village. We found a little nether portal, and I think we'll just end it here because lunch is about over. Where is... You know, I'm not going to spend all day looking for it. I was positive there was a village nearby. So you know what? Let's just go over here. Move. Alright, continue it from here. It's probably during the laundromat phase. You know, I think I might, if I can do it every Thursday, is do an extra hour at home, just so we can get that much further along. And boy, do we need it. So I thought, you know, it'll get us there that much sooner, or get us to ultimately failure that much sooner. Either way. However, we're gonna have to take it slow because, like I said, we don't have too much on us. And I know that there's a desert and then there's a village. And that's where our problems lied, was heading towards the village and falling into a pit that I didn't see. And everything is gone. There's no getting that stuff back from the lava pit. I think we are... I don't know if this is the same village. Steal the bed. So right now I don't think this is the same village, but it's definitely going to help. I think this was the one we already looked at. Alright, no, not in there. Did we already look in there? Yeah, we kind of did. Oh, we didn't look in this one. This will get our, pardon me, this will get our food supply in order. And of course there's no way to do everything without blocking the speaker and microphone every now and then, or rubbing it. It's just a thing that'll happen. Alright, so there's nothing in there, really, and floating in there. I have a feeling we've already been through this part. It's just a matter of... Yeah, this is the village we've been in. Crafting table, good, we don't have to use our own stuff. I love the way this works. The other... Alright, well, you want to be careful coming out of here. So we are losing a little bit of forward momentum because we don't have any beds. Actually, we don't have to run. We don't have to go really slow anymore. So once again, we're backwards. Hopefully there's a place with a bed that I haven't touched yet, which I think I've pretty much hit every one of them. So we're in the same place as we were before. And going to do here is this, get rid of that, put this here where I'm used to it. We've taken every bed that there was, so this time we need to be a little more careful in where we step. Gotta remember that this time. Was this it here? I swear, it just does not. Duck doesn't want to work if I want it to. I know there's another village. Right now I just want to make progress. Alright, so right about here we'll make our progress. Alright, so we did go this way. And fall into a pit, because that's perfect. That's just what we want. Alright, this has happened just a bit too many times. Now, one of these I'm positive I made a way up, but you know what? Let's just go with what I think was the answer. Which won't be, because that would be wrong. Okay, we can move. We can jump the player. Yeah, we can jump the player. We can jump the player. Then we can move the player. It's funny how I want to move and we're not doing it. Now we should be able to see a desert underneath us. Or, yeah, there's the desert. And yes, we had the very slow forward progress. And of course, the thing wants to jump and hop everywhere humanly possible. Alright, we actually could use a little stonage. So I'm thinking of doing, since we're right here, can break. Alright, so now we can make one of these. And one of those for sure. Swap that. Bring this with us. Alright, this is going to be repositioned. This goes away. Alright, there's the village again. This time let's make sure we know where we're dropping in. We cannot get our stuff back because that was lava. Lava death. Death bad. Alright, now I have this urge that I probably should slow down. Alright, we made it to the village. We gotta steal a ton of beds. We got one. We can move. That's another one. We can move. Okay, you're working. Hey, for the most part, this is what we need. And we can move. Alright, I don't think there's anything in that. Alright, so we have done our job here. Okay. So this... No, we don't want to do that. So we're going to put this stack over here, this over there, that over there. It's not a lot, but at least it's something. And... Boop. That. Boat. Boat. There, now for the most part, and I mean, for the most part, we're back in the game. The important thing is food and beds. Although beds, we're still sorely lacking. But we're okay right now. We're making forward progress. We did sleep a little bit, so we're good in that department. So we'll go for about an hour, like we've been doing, just so we can, get an extra 10,000 or so blocks of distance, as I said, to ultimately probably fail at the attempt that much sooner. And every week that I do this, that's another 500,000 blocks. So the distance we've covered, you can do that once a week for for the 52 weeks in the year. We just barely covered more than that extra time can allow. Anyway, we're hoping for some land. Okay, I see some on the left. Push comes to shove, we can go there. Went too far north, now we're going south. And I lost control. My finger slid off the right. It seems to be a thing that my thumb of my right hand slides off the control. There's the sun. We need to keep an eye on that, just in case nothing shows up ahead.
Of course, we could put blocks there on that tall reef. Yeah, it's looking like we got to make a turnaround. Minor setback, not a big deal. Bed. Do we need to do anything besides get more stuff, which might help? Now we gotta wait for that to go there. And then sleep it off and move on. The waiting is so boring, but we can't go any further. Alright, we're almost there. And now. And off we go. So yet again, this time through death, we did some reverse travel. Now we're back in positive gains. No, mountains, we don't want that. Yeah, it's not horrifically steep. Probably be okay here. No choice here. If that needs to be in a position we can see. Ouch. Anyway. Need to eat that because we're in pretty bad shape. could either use another village and raid the beds, or sheep. Now that we have a sword, that'll make things easier. Of course, we're looking for white sheep, but if we can see 3 of a different color, which is very unlikely, we'll do that. Because white's is by far the most common color, so that's the color we're after. And we can run 3 times. There's 2. Of course, we could use some more of this stuff for torches, because we do every now and then find a desert temple where these are very useful. Is that village over there? The answer was no. It was just a hill. Okay. That actually kind of worked out a little bit, in a sense. Can move. See another sheep here? Yes, we do. You kidding me? I killed multiple sheep and all I got was 2. this, or this. There we go. We can move. And we can move some more. And we can move some more. Alright, so we're hitting the button. And we're hitting buttons. Yep, break it. Time to set sail yet again. Made so many gains, and then we lose them. Well, we're past the 10K mark, because we just barely went over the 524,288. I think it was like 524,8 or so. So we're 11K in. You know, this extra little step, hoping that at minimum we'll get 20,000 blocks every week instead of just 10. Now we need a village. We really could use a village. And not likely in this area, another white sheep. I didn't like the mountains, so we'll do a lateral here. Hoping it'll be less mountainy this way. So I like progress. Alright, that's one space freed up. Ah, there's a village. Need to raid it. Hopefully there's no big surprise this time. No surprise giant pit. Fortunately, my deadly fall was broken by lava. Not useful for this particular game. Okay, we're gonna have to go around, so hate stealing your beds, but we need them more than you do. Yeah, we're still in short supply. And now we can let me see where we're going. Alright, this needs to be there. And we can climb. And we can climb. I swear we can't move. There we go. Hate doing that to you people, but we kind of needed that. Now we're in far better shape. emeralds. More bread. Actually, let's see if we have anything we don't need. Okay, we're good. Alright, we definitely have beds now. And we're definitely far enough away from that village that this makes stealing the beds and then running away still worthwhile. So we still gain a bit of distance. Go down, then back up. Then over this way, and ask REoL, hit the jump button by mistake. Any point that a beeline can be made. Alright, so I guess somewhere in here it's time to grab a bed, place it down, and call it a night. And we're hitting a button, pressing a button. There we go. We don't want it getting too dark because then things spawn and then we're in a world of hurts if we... Alright, there's a third sheep. Just in case. Okay. So of course that had to happen. Oh yeah, now duck works. I don't want it to that time, any other time, but... we lose our momentum, so what good was that? And running. The only bad thing is it's Mountainville. Not how come when I want to duck it doesn't? When I don't want it to, it does. And a village. It's abandoned, but... we don't need too many beds now. And we can move. Oh, we're stuck in a web. That's why we didn't move that time. Anything that resembles a smithy. have smithies in them. Seems everything but. Alright, let's eat a piece of bread. We're getting low on the health department. We can run. I don't think we need that anymore. Nice, right into the river, or water, instead of the usual off by one block. And forward momentum was lost, but we're pretty much there. And we can go further. And another jungle. Yippee. Of course, it has to ping pong off everything, otherwise it would have been nice and smooth. And of course that happened. Another important reason why we should be moving and not stalling, because there are spaces dark enough, and we're not climbing, we want to be moving. There are spaces dark enough that bad things can spawn and make our life just about as bad. And of course we had no reason. Oh, we got a break. That's fine then. I'm not sure, but maybe if a desert temple were to show up, or jungle temple, you know, the one that appears in jungles, yeah, that we might look at if one ever were to pop up. Then it ping pongs off a block again. Alright, if we can just find the end to this. Although I have to say, for the most part, we haven't had all too much hindrance. Alright, we're wasting stuff. We want this. Now, granted, this has been a nice jungle, but I would also appreciate an exit. Okay, we can break. And we're damaged, so we'll take an extra piece of bread there. Alright, is there an end to this jungle? I would like to see one of those. We have a clearing over here we can probably bed. Grab another bed. This can go here, that can go there. Yeah, I think one more sleep and we'll call it good. And I never put my player skin in this. All this time I still have the Steve skin and not my own, which both Java and the other Bedrock variants have, but not this. We're wasting torches. All right, faster, better. Okay, that was a bad juke and jive there. All right, boat. Board the boat. We're out of the jungle. We got as far as we're going. more flatness. And this way. A little more flat. I saw the roof of the village. Alright, let's see what we have here. I don't think this is anything of value. I don't think any of these were of value. I don't think we can do anything useful there, no. Alright, this polar bear is leaving us alone. Let's move the player. Why are we not moving? Yeah, why are we not moving? Okay. Alright, is there a point we can move? Here we go. Let's see, how can we get up here? Of course not. That was too much. Okay, we can move. Your point movement is possible. How about the direction I was pointing at? That would be even better. This way. Jump. Yeah, we can jump. And we'd like to be running. We got some nice flat lands and another village. Yeah, we'll go this way just a little bit. village of any use. How about not duck? See, when I want a duck, oh, now it will. Typically when I want it to, it won't. Okay, that's not what we want. Okay, there's a bed here. And there's beds in the igloos. There's one there. Definitely one there. We're pressing buttons. We don't need beds for a while, but we'll take a freebie if we can move. Not a freebie. Not a freebie. But the igloos definitely are. Armor. Yeah, I don't quite have anything that he wants. So right now it's just a matter of waiting for nighttime and then falling asleep. So we'll pick it up very likely at the laundromat. I'll have to wait. Finally, we're back. I think you can tell this is the laundromat zone. So let's just see which way is the correct way to go. Alright, you know, we got a bed there. Probably steal one more, as we can. And turn. Then fall down a pit, because we're good. Let's just go over here. I may have already looked at these, I'm not 100% sure, because it's been a couple days. Alright, we'll just use this one. It's so far away from time. You're useless. How about I can't get to the other one? I think you're a useless guy too. Yep. Sun's in a horrible position. Alright, we've already been there. You know what? It's in such a bad spot. What we're gonna do is steal another bed in lieu of a bed, and we can move, and we can move. Oh wait, it was... That's why I thought it was turning night, because it's actually shows you how long it, when it's not the same day. So I actually thought we were on the day was ending, because I wasn't paying attention. Alright, this can go away. We got way too many beds, so if we have anything good, that's gonna suck. And we almost did the same thing we did that killed us last time. Not pay attention and almost fall into a ditch. Good move. another village. See if there's any of use here. But I gotta get around a ravine first. Are we getting around it? Yes, we are. Alright, this one we are looking for smithies, and it doesn't look like there'll be much of any. I forget what these are. Map makers. Alright, we could use some other professions, but they didn't exist. We can run, then we have to eat, then we have to eat. And then we go. And the TV's on, but it's not blaring something we could easily get a copyright claim on. Ravine again. Is there a way around it? I'd like to get around it. And I think we got around. For a minute I thought I saw a ruined portal. Looked like one. So we're definitely getting our 20k in. We'll go this way. Oh, another village. Or is it? Yeah, barely one. And I mean barely. We got enough crap. If any of them had storage, we'd... And... yeah, I don't think any of them have storage, so... forget that. Alright, that polar bear's not coming our way, which is good. Randomly whacking at things. We made that juke and jive move. That's pretty good. Now we're pretty much on center. In fact, very on center. And someone's ringer is going off. Uh-oh. Don't like where the sun is. If there's some land up ahead, we can make a gain. Alright, there's some land there on the left. That helps. if we truly need it. Alright, here comes the sun. And now somebody's blaring copyrighted stuff. Oh, not blaring really. Now that it's emptied out a little bit, all I hear is the TV and someone playing music, which isn't good for us. And land to the side, it looks like we have some. The question is, how far can we safely go? I think we can go to the one just slightly right of center. Or maybe really play it safe and be on this little triangle thing. As it's about to turn. Pressing a button. That's hopefully your cue to cooperate and do something. We'll make the extra bed. Move that there. And we'll put that there. Eat it. And alright, next day. Boat. Board it. Randomly whack at things. Make sure I'm lined up. Now we go. Wrong way. A little too much of a deviation. A little too much of a deviation. A small amount of deviation. Those mountains are not our friends. Roof forests are bad enough. So go for the hole. So yeah, we've made it 20,000. See if this will help us here. Oh, it's not too bad over here. Go a little positive or south. You know what? It's just going to turn into a mountain, so. And this. Okay, that can go away. Boat can go there. Crafting bench we left behind. That goes there. Like I said, I have to try and not block and make unnecessary noise or muffling. It's really hard to hold this in a comfortable way to avoid it. So I lose a bit of control every now and then. And then there was a guy who was too busy on his phone to realize that most of his dryers were done and was hogging space up. Really considerate. However, he's just dumping his clothes into a basket, so I mean, there's some consideration there. It's getting somewhat close to my time to go to the dryers. Yeah, we'll go a little more negative, more north. I'm in everybody's way. Yay me. Yeah, so I guess the next section is going to be done outside because you get the TV blaring. This way. Alright, quite a few have opened up. Nice bio. Boy, this place smells weird all of a sudden. This game ran perfectly smooth until we crossed that 524.288 mark, and every now and then it's sputtering. But I've also read that it will start having issues. And slower phones and devices may even crash. Which this is not one of those. But of course the thing with phones is probably next week this will be a bottom of the barrel offering with 5 million free hours for like $5 a month. As phones seem to go outdated much faster than the old-fashioned computer. Oh, we got deserts. Lose control. Leave the boat. Take that. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to the top of this hill, which seems to be another hill, which seems to be a guy that doesn't want to run. Alright, it's about done. Dryer phase, coming soon. We're okay, we can go with that. And we're back. So no one's watching the TV, so I shut it off. If someone turns it on, that's fine, obviously. But literally, there's me and some other family, and they're not watching it. And I'm not watching it. And it's a copyright nightmare. So, why have it on? And rain again. Well, actually... Oh, village. Let's see if... Oh, another portal. Maybe some semblance of normalcy starts to occur. This one's got a chest we can actually get to. If they're buried, I don't bother. Alright, we got 2 obsidian now we can grab and place. We don't have any gold armor. We need some of that. Alright, so now we have 2 obsidian. Slowly getting back to the way things are. And that's also why we want smithies, because they are the only villagers that can have obsidian as well. and ping-ponging off every single corner possible. Alright, we got the sun going down. Yeah, these are useless villages. They don't really support us. But what we'll do is, we saw a that one's just jumping for no reason. Alright, we can move. What are you? You're a shepherd. You're a golem stuck on a bell. Now you're not. Alright, this time the sun is coming down. And we want to... Yeah, these... I don't think those are worth anything, those buildings. This guy's stuck. Poops and giggles. Yeah, we will never know what he could give us, because this is not the type of series where we care about maps. I bet it pained you to see me just waltz on by that woodland mansion, but it's not a requirement. And so we don't have to use a bed, we're just waiting for the day to go by. There's no bed in there. I'm glad we're moving. We got enough bread. Half a drumstick's not gonna hurt. And as I'm going to borrow your bed for the day, and then it's yours. All yours. And go, and go. Not duck. Of course, when I don't want to duck, it does it. When I want to duck, it won't. Gotta love how it works. Over. Of course not. That would have been too much. It's nice having, as I've said a few times before, it's nice having the faster phone, because obviously we can go further and not have to deal with massive slowdown or the complicated process of turning, because we know how that's a difficult thing. I think it actually is for the game, because even on my laptop, if I turn, it seems to not be a smooth turn. But if I walk around, it's nice and smooth. Strafe, it's nice and smooth. Turn, it kind of sputtery. And every once in a while. And no grand show there. Now we're pretty much on center again. Move. And we're plopping down torches again. Randomly whack at things, because that's fun.
village. And it's the kind that can spawn us in a smithy. Although it's not looking too good. Like I said, we got so much stuff we can just breeze through if, just by the looks of it, if it's worthless. Alright, nothing on that side. And yeah, I don't see anything. Yeah, we got enough crap, we don't need to check anything. We would have needed a smithy for our furthering goal to get more of the obsidian. And I'm switching to... I almost ran into those trees because I was too busy fighting with the control. And fortunately for me, the guy that finally decided to not pay attention to his phone and empty out the many dryers he was hogging up, he left the special dryer, the one that's misprogrammed, where instead of 6 minutes per quarter, you get 10. And that's not good. Alright. Ravine right over in the far right. Thought I could make that. Didn't, obviously. Also, the smithies could help us get some iron. And we can run, and we can run. So, yeah, get this out of these people's way. There we go, playing a game and moving a basket simultaneously. Probably could have told. Get out of some people's way. make it move. Big hole, but we also got an opening. Another village. Am I gonna get there? Can steal a bed for the day, just like last time. And there we go. Again, nothing really worth looking at, so blow by it. Oh boy, a jungle. Although the last one treated us pretty well. We were able to pretty much move along. This one I'm not so sure. That vine kind of helped, but then I got bound up, so... And we can run. I think I see an edge. reaching the edge? I thought I saw one. No. Guess it just went downhill enough. No, you know what? I did see an edge, but it's not an edge that I like. I mean, this was again another jungle that wasn't really too bad. It had its moments, but wasn't really that bad. Wasn't the smoothest jungle in the world, but it was okay. And run. Oh, this jungle is bigger than it looks. And we can run. Now, if we were to find a jungle temple, just like the desert ones, we would stop and see what it had. I don't remember if it were any good or not. I swear I see the edge of it now. I do, and there's a village at the edge. $30 and that guy left 3 on the table. I think there were 2 left when I finally put everything in. Again, we got enough stuff. No smithy, no interest. We got plenty of food. Emeralds don't hurt. And X. And up the mountain, fortunately, had a nice and gentle slope there. Smack, smack. Yeah, this way. And we can go. And we can go.
did pretty good in this run. Yeah, we hit a snag during the lunch break from a day or two ago. But it's gone pretty well since. Although we could use diamonds or a diamond tool, either one of those. Well, that worked well. Don't know how, but it did. Of course that failed. That was kind of asking for a lot. Oh shit. I love when people put like less than 30 minutes of dryer time and thinking they're gonna get nice dry clothing. I gotta change this. That should not be Steve. Alrighty, put my basket back up on the table. The boat in the water. This touches there. Then we can sleep here. Of course, it has to jump at every possible point. Away we go. Ooh, we're gonna hit 550. So 25,000 and change. Yeah, when there's not enough bad weather or heat emergencies, or then we'll do the 1 hour stint at home. So you at least get 2 hours of total and utter boredom instead of just one. Pretty much the only condition that doesn't stop me from going out is wind. It could literally be hurricane force, and if that's all it is, then I'll go out. I've done it. I know you won't see it at 30 frames a second outside of, sharper angles, but definitely on this, I don't know if it's a 60 or 120 frame per second video that it's generating, you can definitely see the stuttering from the floating point error. Now we're past the 550 mark. Again, almost on point with the north-south axis. And we can move. And there's a ravine. Village. Let's have another collapse. Yeah, another one that's not all that impressive. And we can run. Again, we got enough stuff, smithy, or alright, so there's nothing here. Villagers tend to get stuck on, I guess. I guess that's a thing now. They get stuck. Ping-ponging, we love that. Wow, right onto a village. Unfortunately, it's one of those useless ones. Less than 20 minutes to go on my dryer. This thing's pretty fast in quitting the game, so you don't have to wait like till 3 minutes before. We could almost be at the moment. Every K is a extra bonus. Like I said, we started this just barely past the fort, the 524 288 math error. The new floating point inaccuracy village. Now we're 25,000 into it.
it's going to be over 1,048,000, I believe, is the next point, which means it's going to be a while. Oh, I made the jump. I'm not turning. And a portal. We need that. Let's see if there's more obsidian. Then we'll go check out the village. If there were only diamonds. Okay. There it is. More obsidian. That definitely helps. We're all the way up to 4. So I take it there'll be no smithy in here. But yet again, we can take a bed. Yeah, I don't see any smithies, so... And we're not moving. Yeah, we can move. Yeah, nothing there. And I see the same sputter pattern. Yeah, I think this new math error causes them to get stuck on the edges. Yeah, everything seems to jump. Alright, a little too soon. We'll have time for one more sleep, wherever that may be. Oh, you figured it out now, haven't you? Yeah, the math precision's so bad they can't even get in their own buildings now. Alright, do we have any? You can not get away from me. I don't care. Is there one coming after me, an iron golem? No. That went pretty easily. And move. Yeah, it's mountains now. Well, we had some nice favorable land. It's now time to struggle up the mountain. Okay, how about control? There we go. There we go. Now climb some more. And Minecraft staple, climbing a waterfall. Because Minecraft. Nice little valley on top of the hill. our movement. I always seem to get it one too late. Another portal. Another very difficult descent. And another piece. Gold pickaxes not helping us. Of course, that's how it worked. And over a gap that I don't know how big it was. Regardless, we went over it. And we can move. So we're a quarter of the way to the bare minimum for the bringing the nether back into the fold, but I'd like more than that. Because if I misplace it, especially without a diamond pickaxe, we're screwed. Glad it jumped. We can move the player. I like moving the player. New or old phone, that hasn't changed. I want to move the player and it doesn't want me to. to see if that's a village. I'd like to be moving the player so we can see. And we can move the player. No, it was just land that almost looked like a building. And why did we stop? I don't remember stopping. Let's see what island or piece of land we can get closest to before sunset. So this would be the last sleep for this particular episode. We're almost gonna make it to 30,000. Hooray for faster phones that don't struggle. And we can run, and we can run. Why did we stop? Oh, my finger slid off. That time, there's an answer. Alright, this is close enough. Got plenty more where that came from. Any moment now. Alright. I think we'll make a little advancement here. A little less than half a day. I'd say we've done some pretty good advancing here. Almost 30K. This kind of terrain is not helping. Good, I'm glad you ran like I wanted. That's better. There's a staircase right there we can go up. Now nearly everybody's dryer's done. Now we're going to have to go off axis a bit because roof forest. Alrighty. Getting close to a stop point here. eat the food. Alright, what I'll do is I'll stop right. Then I say I'm going to stop here, then keep going. Because we got an opening. Might as well stop at the opening. Here we go. Top of the hill so we can see where we're at. Past this gap. There. Let's make it a nice, true even number. Alright, 554 to 20. Not bad. Alrighty, so that'll be it. I thought I was very close, but not close enough to that 30K, but good enough. This is One Way, Georgia 551 saying, hope you enjoyed and have a good one.